Taking care of your eyebrows after a microblading session is crucial because you need to be careful not to ruin the brows so that the healing process will be successful. So microblading aftercare is vital. Patience is essential at this point if you want a satisfying result after undergoing the knife. So microblading aftercare should be observed strictly. But before we proceed to the microblading aftercare steps, let's educate ourselves first about microblading. What is microblading? Microblading is a procedure someone has to go through to achieve those gorgeous, fluffy, bushy, and natural-looking eyebrows. A microblading artist does it by using a specific tool to make small cuts on your eyebrows and embed pigment to the skin, making it look like hair to pull off those perfect eyebrows you want to have. You need to undergo 2 microblading sessions to complete the procedure and ensure a satisfying outcome. After microblading, you will need to follow certain microblading aftercare rules, which will last for several days. A well-informed client about microblading aftercare will be able to take care of her newly treated eyebrows. But why is microblading aftercare important? Microblading aftercare is essential to keep your freshly microbladed eyebrows stay longer and avoid the pigment embedded swiftly fading on your skin. Here are some tips on microblading aftercare that would be helpful for the safety of your brows. Washing. After microblading, the most critical microblading aftercare you need to remember is getting your eyebrows wet. Getting your brows wet is a no. As much as possible, let them stay dry for a week, so if you need to take a shower, make sure that water won't go to your face. What will happen if I accidentally get my microbladed brows wet? The scabbing process is very salient, so getting your brows wet is not permitted, for the pigment won't stay long on the skin because of the water. Your technician will advise you to wash your face before microblading because you can't do this after the procedure. Even swimming is prohibited from keeping your brows away from damages. Sweating. Speaking of getting wet, another microblading aftercare you should follow is not to sweat too much. Do not exercise or engage in extreme activities because our salty sweat will eliminate the pigment. Avoid being exposed to the sun because the dye on your brows will fade immediately due to the UV rays. Don't walk under the sun for 14 days, especially if your eyebrows are still peeling. If you can't avoid doing so, use a hat or an umbrella to shield your brows. When your microbladed brows completely heal, you can apply sunscreen for protection. Keep away from saunas or spas, for these places will make you sweat a lot and wash away the dye they embed in your skin. And make sure to keep away your hair from touching your brow line. Cleansing and makeups. What if the nature of your job is to put on makeup every day? Can you use cosmetics before going to work? Of course, you can. Just make sure not to touch your newly treated eyebrows and apply makeup on the other parts of your face. When it's time to remove your makeup, use wet wipes or washcloths to clean your face. Moisturizing. The skin on your brows will be dry and tough. Control yourself from itching the skin or removing the scab to avoid a scar on your brows. The application of moisturizer from time to time helps make the brows moist. Use only the cream or balm that your microblading artist suggests to apply for your microblading aftercare to complete the healing process successfully. Sleeping. One more microblading aftercare to put in mind is the sleeping position. If you lie on your back when sleeping, then there is no problem with it. But if you are used to sleeping with your face on the pillow, it's about time to reconsider and change your sleeping position. As already mentioned earlier, your eyebrows should stay untouched and unscratched because it affects your brow's fast recovery. Try using a travel pillow when sleeping to give some space between your face and the pillow. Maintenance. To care for the microbladed brows is like the care you need to do after a tattoo session. It is advisable to use cotton buds dipped into sterilized water to remove the excess pigment on your eyebrows. The healing process of your treated brows will last from 7 to 14 days. So strictly observing the microblading aftercare needs patience and discipline. A microbladed brows last for about 2 to 3 years. So proper maintenance of your eyebrows won't make them fade quickly. If you need to retouch your makeup, a touch-up will be excellent for your microbladed brows. It means that your microblading artist adds pigment to your brows if needed. Your technician will advise you to have a touch-up after your eyebrows fully recover. To sum it up, proper care of your skin is valuable. Following all the necessary microblading aftercare, your technician instructs will help you and make your microbladed eyebrows beautiful and stylish every day of your life. Always keep in mind that you shell out the right amount of money to undergo microblading, so do not waste it. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this article about microblading aftercare, how to get the best results. We wish that this microblading aftercare is helpful in preparation for your microblading session.